That is long, and the first set goes to Sanchez.
That's a pity, because Sabatini did a pretty nice job of working her way into the net, but wasn't really right over that backhand volley.
Oh yeah, very nice. Break point coming up.
We're talking about running balls down, working the ball around the court. You don't get a better observation than this one here. Lucky to get the two-handed backhand back, and then the forehand cross-court pass sets up a break point.
Deuce.
Sanchez Vicario has never got to a final here. She's trying to make her first, but she's never failed to get to the semi-final. In 91, she lost to Novotny in the semis, 92, Monica Seles, and last year, Steffi Graf, who then in turn lost to Seles in the final.
Advantage Sabatini.
But I suppose if there's a word to describe her, it is consistent, isn't it? I mean, she's always there, sort of, again, just like a Michael Chang.
Yeah, you've got to beat her. She very rarely beats herself. But this can be a big boost if Sabatini can hold serve here and consolidate this break, because she did play a bad first set. Broken serve in the opening game of the second set. Where Sanchez Vicario is to receive this second serve. Way inside the baseline, forces a double fault.
Still and always the most vulnerable part of this woman's game is her serve. That is her second double fault of the day. Sabatini, because her serve isn't big, tends to try to play, just spin the ball in, and that's why Sanchez Vicario is right up on top of the ball. And another double fault. So obviously Sabatini is feeling the threat, the challenge of Sanchez Vicario.
Point out that she's serving into the sun now. It's not a very good spot to be. Is Carlos Kiermaier her coach?
Carlos Kiermaier had been coaching Arantxa Sanchez Vicario.
He left Sabatini to go to Sanchez Vicario and has come back again.
It's fair to say he's told both these players an awful lot about each other, haven't they?
Yeah.
No real surprises in this match, kids. He'd like them both to be at the net more.
Game, Sanchez Vicario.
So Sanchez Vicario gets the break back. Sorry, Mary, one game more.
I was just saying, when Sabatini had gone with Carlos Kiermaier a couple of years ago, she took on with him after the French Open of 1990, and of course by the U.S. Open of that year in September. She'd won her first and only Grand Slam title, and she did it with so much more aggression than she's shown in the last year or two. That stays in. That's a pretty nice looking smash.
Carlos Kiermaier started with her back in June of 1990 and stayed through February of 93. In that time, they won 11 titles together, including that you just talked about, the U.S. Open, Mary. Before that, you know, she had done okay. And after Carlos Kiermaier, she really did not do particularly well.
Yeah, but the relationship had grown stale between them. I mean, they were just, you know, with each other for so long, and after a while the words that this man said to Gabby weren't meaning much, or they're sort of bouncing off her face, so she made the switch. Had Dennis Ralston for a while, a great player in his own right. He's also a terrific coach.
He tried to change her serve a lot and did.
He got frustrated though, and I think so did Gabby as well. Anyway, Gabby doesn't She doesn't mind that there was a coaching switch. She said, I needed a change, and I learned a lot, and now I'm back with Carlos because he understands me, and I think I can still learn more from him. So anyway, the relationship between Kiermaier and Sabatini is once again fresh.
30-15. Yeah.
Just not enough to recover there for Sabatini. Great wheels from Sanchez Vicario as he chased down that drop volley. It was an excellent volley. There's the forehand down the line. Watch the foot speed here. Another one that's low over the net, and an excellent volley there. Racket preparation, and finds the opening down the line.
Sanchez
Not chasing too much.
leads 2-1.
Molson NHL Tonight on TSN. Hockey's most informed team keeps you on top of the action from crease to crease and from coast to coast. Monday, it's the Bruins and Nordique, followed by the Kings and Canucks. The puck drops here on Real TV. TSN. The most exciting up-and-coming open-wheel drivers showcase their talents through the streets of Trois-Rivières. The Players Limited Toyota Atlantic Series. Tuesday, right here on Real TV, TSN. This is where hockey is more than just a game. Tradition and young blood collide to mold the stars of tomorrow today on TSN CHL Tonight. Bring home the excitement of major junior hockey when the Drummondville Voltigeurs take on the Chicoutimi Saguenay. Catch the stars of tomorrow on TSN.
Yarra River and then Flinders Park there on the left. On the other side, there's a rail yard that is to some extent going to be reclaimed, and then this center will be expanded with more tennis courts and corporate entertainment areas. Sabatini to serve.
Oh boy, missed that first serve, and the bad news for Gabby is she has not yet won a point on her second serve. There's one. Thank
That
God.
always happens, doesn't it? You can bring that up.
I mean, that's been the problem with Gabby.
Well,
Everyone's talking. Excuse me, Fred. Everyone's talking about how Sabatini's playing so much better and all that. I don't really see that. I just don't think she hasn't played. She hasn't been challenged. She's playing pretty much the same. That's nicely done.
I spoke to Carlos Kiermaier the other day. I just can't believe that in the last 4 years he's had 3 different coaches, and not one of them has been able to get her to take a little bit of time off and work on the serve. And it's just a fact that she's not going to win any Grand Slam titles, in my opinion, unless she fixes that serve up.
Well, you know, if she can get herself to the net, Kiermaier wants her to get to the net more. It would help if she can get in behind her serve and not behind her ground strokes all the time.
40.
Yeah, getting 2 points on her serve the way she's serving today. It's just too tough.
But it's a good service game.
Yep.
This one, nice, smooth one, 40-love lead. Doesn't often happen.
See how breezy it is there. The hair of both women players just blowing all over the place.
It is called good. She has a tremendous lob, doesn't she? Sanchez Vicario. It is part of her legitimate arsenal of shots. Watch this again.
She's got the best lob in women's tennis. She uses it much more than anybody else. And she can topspin it, she can slice it, she can defend.
Sort of hung up there, that one, in the breeze, didn't it?
Game point Sabatini.
Great shot.
So she holds on. 2 games all, second set. First set easily to Sanchez Vicario.
What's nice about Gabriela Sabatini is many times I've seen her lose a first set very badly, and she lost this one badly at 6-1, and it doesn't seem to affect what happens to her set 2. This one, a short ball she got, and she gave it a nice ride and hit a cold winner.
extensive change of grips from that forehand to the backhand, more so than pretty much anybody else on the tour. So he's got more variety of shot than most of the other women on the tour.
Didn't even play